Welcome to the Deering Online main screen setup. I'm your host, Michael Kennedy, and administrator of Deering Online. So if you are a student or a teacher just starting to log in to Deering Online for the first time, I'm going to walk you through the process of setting up your main screen. So when you log into Deering Online, and as we'll see up here, I'll delete this out so you can actually see the I'm logging into www.deeringonline.org. I hit return. It brings me to the login page, and it gives me my default username. But in this case, I'm going to log in as a student, which I believe it was test student. And this is where the username goes. And the password, I put in my super secret password and go ahead and hit login. Now at this point, it's going to bring me to a setup screen. So when I click login, as we see here, we are now in a setup screen, and we can see it says at the top of the screen, deeringonline.org/my. But on this case, there is no information shown. Many students and some teachers get a little confused by this screen, wondering what they're supposed to do next. And in this case, what you need to do is set up your home screen. And this is done by clicking the edit button. So the edit button is located right over here. We click edit, and now we have opened up a blocks module. And in the blocks module, when we click the drop down, we can add some various tools here. So I'm going to go down each one of these real quick. We have a blog menu, calendar, course selection, courses, global search, HTML. There's some other powerful tools in here, like the messaging and mentees and online users, but some, like the loan calculator, I don't really see it as relevant for school. I guess it would be good for a business program, but for this program here, you probably will not need it. Now, when we add these blocks, they're going to start appearing, and it's going to be a dynamic home page, and you'll be able to move these around. So let's go ahead and start adding some blocks. And the first thing I think you should add is courses. And when you select courses, what will happen is you'll see the courses category appear right here, and it has a list of courses that are available. And the next, we're going to choose the calendar. And again, you can add as many as you like. I'm going to add global search. Now I'm going to move my calendar from the left to the right. These arrows that you see right here will move these little modules up or down, or left or right. So in this case, if I want to move global search up, I can click the up arrow. It refreshes the page, and you see global search is above. I can hide global search, which doesn't actually close it out. It just hides the information that's inside of it. In this case, I'll have it reappear. And I can move it to the right. And in this case, it moves all the way over to the right. We can see global search over here. Now, if I return to normal mode, you'll see that things look a little bit different. In this case, we're not actually seeing global search, but you see the calendars here, and you see the edit, the icons to allow this to move around on the screen have disappeared. So to make those reappear, we go back to edit this page, and we can start to move these around again. I'm going to move my calendar to the right, and I'm also going to add a few more tools in here. Let's see, we'll put in messages. So if I log in and I have a message sent by a user, it will appear right underneath my calendar. I'm going to add in online users, so I can see who's actually online. In this case, I'm online under 2 different accounts, but that's okay. If you're online, or anybody's been online in the last 60 minutes, it will appear here, and you can send them an instant message. They have a whole tutorial on Moodle, and it'll teach you how to use all these tools. So if you need to take that, feel free to sign up for that course once it's opened up and it's available. Remote RSS feeds. It's a great little tool that allows us to add RSS feeds, and we can see the latest news and information. I'll add latest news, and that's information that teachers can add. In this case, you can see new courses are added, and they're added recently here at 1:21 p.m. HTML, loan calculator, let's see, upcoming events. In this case, I'm going to do course and site description, and that should be just about enough. In this case here, we can see the mission statement of my site, and also a link to email me if you have any problems. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to normal mode. And now the only other piece I have to do is add a course, subscribe to a course, because in this case we see there's no course information to show. We need to subscribe to a course in order for us to be able to see a course. So I'm going to go ahead into the professional development. And in this case, I'm showing Google Docs, Pages, and MLTI staff development. I'm going to go ahead and select Pages. And there is an enrollment key. Now, in order to get the enrollment key to subscribe to a course, you do have to email me and request that key so I know who's subscribing to the course. And I'm also trying to have enrollees subscribe at a similar time within a couple days of each other, so that way the forums and posts, there can be some communication back and forth. It will be two-way conversation rather than just a static post to blogs. So feel free to email me for that code to log in. So I'm going to type in my code and go ahead and click enroll. You can see here now I am online, during online, and I'm in my program Pages. You can see the start of my program right here that I've already built. They'll be adding more to this week, especially in a few days. Now I'm going to go back to during lawn, the main page, and you can see now when I've logged in, I have Pages, which is the first course that I'm taking. If I wanted to subscribe to another course, I could choose that. In this case, you can see Pages appears over here to the left under my courses. If I click add all courses, I could go in other courses that are available. Mrs. Dixon is using the world language section and creating some Spanish classes. I know Mr. Pisani is already engaged in getting his junior English class online. So when this list of courses gets relatively long, you will be able to search. So in this case, if we search Pages, which I just subscribed to, and hit go, it should bring me right to the Pages search result. Of course, there it is. The key means there's an enrollment key. And again, you can email me that, and I will go ahead and send you a key and let you know the next enrollment date for the next group of people to move through. Okay, so that's the basics of setting up your homepage. And again, you can edit that page at any time by clicking on the edit mode and go ahead and move these around. And you can remove various modules by hitting the minus key, and you can bring them down small. Again, you hit the X key, and that will go ahead and delete that module. So that's the basics of setting up your custom homepage in Moodle, and we'll be going on to making more tutorial videos about how to use these various modules and how to interact with various testing procedures, checking your grades, generating reports, and whatnot. So stay tuned for some great new tutorials.